Hello everyone and welcome. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and on this video about Nosgoth, I want to give you a rough idea of the damage each available class can output as white basic damage. We're talking about the normal attacks only. Now, getting to know the fire rate of the human's attack is easy. You just have to check the stats on the weapon you are using. After some math, you can roughly determine your DPS for your white normal damage. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to consider the weapons you start the game with. The Hunter has the lowest damage per hit of all the classes, 75, but it has a crazy fire rate of 4.3, which roughly gives him 322.5 DPS. The Alchemist has a slow fire rate, 1.4, but each hit does 220 damage, giving him 308 DPS. The Scout has the same fire rate than the Alchemist, 1.4, but it does less damage per hit, 190, giving him roughly 266 DPS. Let's not forget that the charge attack from the Scout does 475 damage, but I'm not considering that for this purpose of this video. Of course, this is based on a perfect world where you would land 100% of your attempts to hit the enemy, which in all fairness never happens. You tend to miss a lot more with a Hunter than with a Scout, because in the same period of time, you're able to shoot a lot more arrows with a Hunter than with a Scout, evening out the true DPS between each class. By the way, DPS stands for damage per second. Now, for the vampires, it requires some testing, because we don't have the normal attack stats like humans do on their weapons. So what I did was picking a point in a map and start spamming the normal attack until I reached the other side. Then, carefully watching the footage, I determined how many attacks each class achieved in the same period of time. Let's say in 5 seconds, the Reaver attacked 7 times, giving him roughly 1.4 attack rate. Knowing that each hit does 185 damage, I finally concluded that the Reaver does roughly 266 DPS, the same as the Alchemist. The Tyrant, the slowest of them all, in 5 seconds attacked 5 times, giving him precisely 1 attack rate. With 225 damage per hit, I determined that the Tyrant does roughly 225 DPS. The Sentinel sits in between. In 5 seconds it attacks 6 times, giving him 1.2 attack rate. With 200 damage per hit, I determined that the Sentinel does roughly 240 DPS. The Deceiver performs roughly about the same as the Sentinel. 6 attacks in 5 seconds, giving him 1.2 attack rate. With also 200 damage per hit, they achieve 240 DPS just like the Sentinel. Considering all the classes and the numbers I achieved here, the Hunter is a top DPSer. The Alchemist comes second, the Scout and the Reaver have the same results at third, the Sentinel and the Deceiver come in 4th, and finally the Tyrant is the worst DPSer of all classes for white normal damage. As some final words, I want to clear out that this is not supposed to be proof of anything. I did this to have a rough idea of the damage each class can put out without considering their abilities. In other words, how much DPS they can do with just normal attacks. This doesn't tell which class is the most or least efficient. All of them have different abilities and all are useful. I'm TheSparrowsJourney. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you're expecting more Nosgoth in the future. Bye bye, take care.